In Linshui City in the Qin clan on the Kanglan continent, if you wanted to become a martial artist you had to awaken a martial spirit. This was crucial because only through a martial spirit could you connect with heaven and earth to absorb Kai and cultivate. Martial spirits were divided into 4 ranks, Tian, Daik, Xuan, and Huang. Each rank had 10 grades. Your martial spirit's rank determined how quickly you could progress in cultivation, your abilities, and your potential. So, a higher ranked martial spirit increased your chances of becoming an expert in the future. Qin Changkong was striving to cultivate his martial spirit. He focused all his energy and after a concentrated effort he summoned 5 yellow rays. To everyone's surprise it was a 5th grade Huang ranked beast martial spirit, a massive white tiger. Everyone present was astonished that Qin Chang had awakened such a high-ranking martial spirit. They hailed him as an absolute genius. Qin Chang grinned, finding it hard to believe that he had indeed awakened a 5th grade Huang martial spirit. He thought of himself as the #1 genius in the Qin clan. Qin Chang noticed that it was now Qin Nan's turn to cultivate. He considered Qin Nan a fool. The elder called out to Qin Nan, signaling that it was his turn to awaken his martial spirit. Qin Nan, born in Linshui City, was considered a peerless genius with tremendous potential for becoming a great cultivator. Others in the crowd excitedly discussed Qin Nan, speculating about the kind of martial spirit he would awaken. They believed he had more talent than Qin Chang and expected him to awaken an even higher ranked martial spirit, something unparalleled. Qin Nan sat down to cultivate, eagerly anticipating this long-awaited day. The elder instructed everyone to remain quiet and not disturb Qin Nan's awakening. Qin Chang smirked, claiming that one's martial spirit was determined by fate and could not be changed. He asserted that awakening a 5th grade Huang-ranked martial spirit wasn't an easy task. He secretly hoped that Qin Nan would have a lower-ranked martial spirit. As Qin Nan focused on cultivating his martial spirit, a powerful energy radiated from him, and suddenly a single golden pillar of light shot into the sky. This surprised the elder and everyone else. The elder noticed that Qin Nan had summoned only 1 yellow ray, indicating a 1st grade Huang-ranked martial spirit. The crowd was shocked to see the lowest-ranked martial spirit possible. Qin Nan opened his eyes and realized that he had awakened the Scarlet Flame Saber, a 1st grade Huang-ranked martial spirit. He began to sweat, realizing that his expectations had come true. When Qin Nan awakened the Scarlet Flame Saber, a 1st grade Huang-ranked martial spirit, Qin Chang sneered and expressed his surprise, remarking that he hadn't expected Qin Nan to awaken such a low-ranked spirit. He proceeded to mock Qin Nan, cruelly calling him useless. Qin Chang believed this event solidified his position as the true top genius of the Qin clan and Linshui City. A 1st grade Huang-ranked martial spirit was considered the lowest among all martial spirits, often referred to as utterly useless. Most people managed to awaken at least a 2nd grade Huang-ranked martial spirit or even higher. The shock was evident on the faces of everyone present. Qin Chang continued to insult Qin Nan, hurling abusive words at him. Others in the crowd joined in shouting that Qin Nan was worthless and demanding that he leave the Qin clan. The elders were equally astonished and couldn't comprehend how this had happened. They had never expected the top genius of the Qin clan to possess such a low-ranked martial spirit. Qin Chang gloated, emphasizing that martial spirits were determined by fate, and even if someone invented their own martial skill they could still end up as nothing but trash. The crowd echoed Qin Chang's sentiments, praising him while further abusing Qin Nan. They insisted that Qin Nan should be expelled from the Qin clan, showering Qin Chang with admiration. Later that night, people gathered to discuss the astonishing events of the day. They found it hard to believe that such a thing was possible. One person remarked that Qin Nan had been considered one of the most talented individuals of his generation, but life could be unpredictable. In the Qin clan's courtyard, the journey of cultivation began with the body tempering realm, which had 10 layers. This realm involved strengthening the body with absorbed Kai. Qin Nan, determined to make progress, focused his efforts. He understood the importance of martial spirit rank and acknowledged that although he hadn't achieved much in 3 hours of cultivation, Qin Chang might have advanced to the 1st layer of the body tempering realm in the same time. Nonetheless, Qin Nan felt fortunate to possess a 1st grade Huang-ranked martial spirit. He recalled a fateful incident when he was 14. While practicing outside, he had been unexpectedly caught in a lightning storm struck by red lightning. Afterward, a martial spirit had manifested within him known as the Divine Battle Spirit. To fully unlock this Divine Battle Spirit's power, Qin Nan needed to sacrifice his current martial spirit. He knew that having a higher-ranked martial spirit reduced the chances of successfully awakening the Divine Battle Spirit. However, with a 1st grade Huang-ranked martial spirit, Qin Nan was confident in his ability to awaken it. Determined, Qin Nan focused his concentration and sacrificed his awakened Scarlet Sword. Suddenly, the spirit's energy flowed into Qin Nan's body. The divine battle spirit clad in scarlet armor with flames surrounding him materialized behind Qin Nan before vanishing abruptly. Exhausted, Qin Nan collapsed onto the ground. In the Qin clan's courtyard, Qin Nan successfully awakened the divine battle spirit, but the effort left him unconscious. When he finally regained consciousness, he felt a throbbing pain in his head. Qin Nan couldn't help but recall the eerie ancient voice he had heard during the awakening. Despite the discomfort, he decided to focus and concentrate again, eager to see how the divine battle spirit appeared. As Qin Nan concentrated, to his astonishment, the divine spirit materialized once more behind him. He was shocked to realize that it was a 6th grade Huang-ranked martial spirit. Seeing the majestic divine spirit, Qin Nan couldn't help but break into a smile, immensely pleased with his achievement. Qin Nan decided to test the effects of the divine battle spirit on his cultivation. He assumed a meditative position and began to concentrate. Strong winds began to swirl around him, but he maintained his focus. After some time, Qin Nan suddenly realized that the divine spirit significantly boosted his cultivation speed. The speed it provided was at least 10 times faster than what he had experienced with the 1st grade Huang-ranked Scarlet Flame Saber. 3 hours later, Qin Nan stood up, realizing that in just those 3 hours of cultivation he had managed to break through to the first layer of the body tempering realm. Filled with joy, he couldn't help but laugh, truly pleased with his progress. Qin Nan understood that the divine battle spirit was unparalleled, and with its assistance his dream of becoming an expert might no longer be a distant fantasy. The divine spirit remained proudly at his side. On a sunny morning filled with the cheerful chirping of birds, a young girl entered Qin Nan's room. She carried a jar on a plate and cheerfully explained that she was there to deliver his monthly allowance as the young master. Upon seeing the girl, Qin Nan's eyes lit up with hunger and he eagerly exclaimed how fragrant the offering looked. He urged the girl to hand it over so he could eat. The girl misunderstood him, suddenly gets scared, telling Qin Nan that he is a pervert, and she throws the plate at Qin Nan. Qin Nan dodges the attack while the girl Little Qin starts to run away screaming. Qin Nan starts to explain that he was just going to eat the pills and not her, but she keeps running and leaves. Qin Nan opens up the jar and sees that there are a lot of pills. He puts some in his hand and thinks that he awakened a 1st grade Huang-ranked martial spirit, becoming recognized as trash. The elders of the clan would never give him this many pills, and the only plausible reason for this is his father. Qin Nan realizes and he gets determined, thinking that he will never disappoint his father as he grips the jar of pills. Qin Nan takes one pill from the jar and puts it in his mouth. He starts to concentrate again and scarlet flames start to come out of his body. Qin Nan realizes that the spiritual Kai of the body tempering pill is unexpectedly being absorbed by something else, and he wonders that it could be the divine battle spirit. Qin Nan stands in front of his awakened divine battle spirit. The divine battle spirit stands in its scarlet armor. Qin Nan eats one more pill and sees that the divine battle spirit is actually absorbing the spiritual energy from the pills. Qin Nan decides to just devour all the pills and see what happens to it. After that, Qin Nan holds all the pills in his palm and swallows all of the pills. The scarlet flames get more enraged and flows into the divine spirit, and Qin Nan realizes that the divine spirit just leveled up into a 7th grade Huang, and Qin Nan is shocked that the divine spirit can actually level up after eating enough pills. A martial spirit was a gift from the heavens. Once a person's martial spirit has awakened, it would accompany them for the rest of their life. Qin Nan's eyes shine bright and his mouth is wide open when he realizes that the divine spirit can actually level up from absorbing pills, and it means that if he has enough pills, he can have it level up again and again. Qin Nan realizes that if this is the case, it means that he can have it reach the legendary Tian rank. Qin Nan calms himself down and focuses when he suddenly hears a loud bang behind him. A strange man shouts at Qin Nan to quickly come near him and starts to threaten him. Qin Nan walks towards the strange man and asks him what is he doing here. The strange man is Qin Zhao, 3rd grade Huang-ranked martial spirit blue flame sword. Qin Zhao tells Qin Nan that he has come for a simple reason. Qin Zhao says that he wants Qin Nan to give his body tempering pills. Qin Zhao tells Qin Nan to not blame him for being insensitive, and he says that as now Qin Nan is trash and it is a waste for him to hold on to those pills, and it would be better to give them to him. Qin Zhao stands in front of Qin Nan with his summoned blue flame sword and mocks Qin Nan. Qin Nan mocks him and asks what if he does not give the pills. Qin Nan thinks that Qin Zhao is really small-minded person, and before, when he was still known as a genius, he would fawn upon him, and Qin Nan treated him well. Qin Nan thinks that he never would have thought that just after becoming trash he would come for his body tempering pills right away. Qin Zhao starts to go insane and screams at Qin Nan to hand over the pills, but Qin Nan casually says that he is all out of the pills and he is unable to give it to him. Qin Zhao is enraged and charges at Qin Nan to attack. Qin Zhao screams and abuses Qin Nan. Kin Nan charges his low-class martial skill and charges his energy in his fist. He uses collapsing fist ability and punches Qin Zhao on his face. Qin Zhao falls back and he starts to realize the power of Kin Nan and starts to sweat. Qin Zhao could not believe how Kin Nan has already broken through and reached the first layer of body tempering. Qin Zhao gets scared and runs away. Qin Nan thinks that now he won't be able to cultivate today, and he thinks that he should just pay a visit to the Martial Skill Pavilion, as he should be allowed to enter the second floor now. Martial Skill Pavilion is considered a sacred place by the Qin clan. It had a total of 4 floors. The first floor had low-class martial skills, the second floor had middle-class martial skills, while the third floor had advanced-class martial skills. As for the fourth floor, it was rumored to have ultimate-class martial skills. Qin Nan reaches the pavilion and enters. The elder asks him why he has come here, and Qin Nan bows in front of the elder Ying and says that he has come to enter the second floor. The elder says that he can't allow him to go to the second floor and he has to rank up to the first layer of the body tempering before being permitted to enter. Qin Nan sits down and starts to concentrate, and the scarlet flames rise. The elder realizes that he has broken through to the first layer, and he is shocked and asks him how Qin Nan was able to do this. Qin Nan walks into the second floor of the Martial Skill Pavilion and sees huge rows of shelves with books. Qin Zhao's elder brother Qin Yu is standing behind Qin Nan and he mocks him and calls him trash. Qin Yu says that it seems like the 10 body tempering pills were quite effective, and Qin Nan agrees and tells him that he was also able to beat Qin Yu's little brother a few moments ago because of the pills. Qin Nan enters the second floor of the Martial Skill Pavilion and sees Qin Yu. Qin Yu learns that Qin Nan beat up his little brother and screams at him. Qin Nan tells him that his brother came unwelcome, then broke his door and humiliated him with words despite the friendship we once shared, and he even made a move against him for his body tempering pills. Qin Nan tells Qin Yu that he only beat his brother up a bit because of this. Qin Yu screams and says that his brother did nothing wrong and those body tempering pills would be wasted in the hands of a piece of trash like Qin Nan. Qin Nan mocks Qin Yu and abuses him. Qin Yu gets angry and screams, and he starts to charge his ability, but suddenly they hear the voice of the elder saying that fighting is forbidden in the Martial Skill Pavilion. The elder's voice booms and tells Qin Yu that if he breaks the rules today, he will be banned from entering the Martial Skill Pavilion for the rest of his life. Qin Yu stops and falls to his knees begging the elder and apologizes, saying that he would never dare go against the rules of the Martial Skill Pavilion. Qin Yu tells Qin Nan that he is lucky, and the next time they meet each other Qin Yu says that he will break his limbs. Qin Nan tells Qin Yu that he will do the same and he would never forgive him. Qin Yu grits his teeth, but he is unable to do anything and leaves. Qin Nan decides to check out some martial skills now, and he checks out the books. He picks up several martial skill books about different abilities, and he thinks that middle-class martial skills are indeed powerful and incomparable to the low-class skills, but Qin Nan realizes that none of these abilities suit him. Qin Nan notices an old martial skill book about Thunder Crash Saber Art. It would summon a slash like a sudden clap of thunder, a slash as fast as lightning. Qin Nan's eyes shine bright looking at the martial skill book, and he thinks about how he invented a saber art himself when he was 16, but it only had the power of a low-class martial skill, and it soon reached its limits and no longer progressed past being a low-class skill. Qin Nan thinks that this Thunder Crash Saber Art is a middle-class martial skill, and it might be able to help him raise the level of his saber art. Qin Nan reaches his home and sees that his broken gate is now repaired, and he sees Qin Tian, the patriarch and the only Xiantian realm expert of the Qin clan. Qin Tian asks Qin Nan if he has already broken through to the first layer, and Qin Nan tells him that he did thanks to the pills that he received from him. Qin Tian tells him that it shouldn't have been possible for Qin Nan to have ranked up this quickly, but Qin Nan says that he was maybe just lucky. Qin Nan asks Qin Tian why he has come here and thinks that the divine battle spirit is his greatest secret. He can never divulge it to other people. Qin Tian says that he is concerned about the gate kicked down by someone, and he tells Qin Nan to notify him right away when something like this happens. Qin Tian says that nobody is allowed to bully his son, and Qin Nan says that he is able to handle this kind of stuff by himself. Qin Tian tells him that he is here to remind Qin Nan to never give up on himself, and says that if he needs some pills to support his cultivation and can ask his father. Qin Nan says that he has one request and says that he requires 100 pills, and he thinks how with enough pills the divine battle spirit can level up a lot more. Qin Tian is shocked to hear his son Qin Nan asking for that many body tempering pills. Qin Nan starts to sweat as he does not want to reveal his divine battle spirit to his father. Qin Tian says that it is alright if he does not tell the reason. 3 days later, Qin Nan is cultivating his battle spirit and he finally breaks through to the second layer of the body tempering realm. The body tempering realm is split into 10 layers, and each time one ranks up their flesh is strengthened. The higher one's cultivation gets, the greater the amount of Kai that they would need to rank up. After the Divine Battle Spirit ranked up to the 7th grade Huang rank, its cultivation speed doubled. However, even with that, it still took Qin Nan 3 days to raise his cultivation to the 2nd layer. The path of cultivation is akin to a mountain path that continuously gets steeper the further one is, the harder it gets. Qin Nan thinks about this and he is determined to work harder. At the Qin Clan Conference Hall, the elders meet up for a meeting. Qin Taiba is the supreme leader of the Qin clan and Qin Chang's father. He asks why the patriarch called him and the other elders for a meeting. The patriarch Qin Tian says that he has gathered everyone to say that he will be allocating 1,000 body tempering pills to Qin Nan under his name as the clan's patriarch. Qin Taiba is shocked and starts to scream at Qin Tian, asking him if he has lost his mind giving that many pills to that piece of trash. Qin Tian that he will give 500 pills since Qin Tian does not agree, but Qin Tian still screams and says that he will never agree to this. The other elders also tell the patriarch that they don't agree with this and they call Qin Nan trash. The patriarch shouts and says that he has already made his decision and he say that he won't be taking any salary from the clan. Qin Taiba screams and thinks that he too wanted to give that many body tempering pills to Chang, but if Qin Tian were to take 500 pills, then he won't be able to give Chang any pills. The patriarch shouts and dismisses the meeting. Qin Nan is concentrating and tempering the muscles and bones of his body, and he is finally able to break through to the 3rd layer. Qin Nan wonders when his father would be able to give him the body tempering pills, but he understands that it would be difficult for his father to get so many pills because everyone thinks of Qin Nan as just a piece of trash. But Qin Nan is still determined to improve and also practice his martial skills to truly become powerful in battle. In the Longhu mountain range, Qin Nan is sitting on a branch observing the animals below him. Qin Nan sees a large snake attacking and eating a rabbit. He knows that the Longhu mountain range is filled with beasts, making it a great place to practice martial skills. Qin Nan reaches near a waterfall and starts to practice his martial skills with his saber, but after a while he is still not satisfied and he summons the divine spirit with his sword and slashes the sword in front of him. It was a slash that split the water in front of him. Qin Nan realizes the power of the Thunder Crash saber art and he is satisfied. Qin Nan suddenly hears a sound and notices a huge white tiger coming behind him out of the bushes. It is the multicolor tiger, 3rd grade demonic beast with strength rivaling a person at the 3rd layer of the body tempering realm. Qin Nan stands on a rock in the middle of the river while the tiger watches him and roars. The tiger suddenly pounces at Qin Nan, but he slashes his sword just in time, cutting the tiger in half with just one slash. Qin Nan sees the dead monster tiger and realizes how powerful his saber art really is, but he also knows that he has only reached its foundation stage and he still has a long way to go. Qin Nan sheaths his sword, but he suddenly hears and sees a huge gorilla behind him. The huge gorilla is emanating a glowing energy, but Qin Nan is determined and ready to face the challenge. Qin Nan jumps to attack the monster, but the monster gorilla punches Qin Nan in the air, and Qin Nan falls back, but he manages to stay on his feet. Qin Nan is shocked and the gorilla monster jumps at Qin Nan to attack. Qin Nan is ready to face the gorilla monster. As it jumps at him to attack, the monster stomps the ground near Qin Nan, but he dodges the attack and unsheathes his sword and uses Thunder Crash saber art. Qin Nan blocks the gorilla punch with his sword, but the force of the punch was too hard and Qin Nan falls back, and Qin Nan realizes that this demonic ape is a 4th grade demonic beast and Qin Nan's Thunder Crash saber art is only at the foundation stage. Qin Nan decides to run away, but the demonic ape is still charging behind him and stomping the ground. Qin Nan is dodging the attacks, but he is concerned as the demonic ape manages to scratch Qin Nan's face. Qin Nan is angry and he charges at the demonic ape and uses his martial ability at the ape again. Qin Nan realizes that his ability did not do anything to the ape, and the demonic ape attacks Qin Nan and he falls back on the ground but manages to stay on his feet. Qin Nan is concerned and the demonic ape jumps at Qin Nan. Really angry, Qin Nan manages to dodge. Qin Nan is bruised and the demonic ape is still angry and charging at him. Qin Nan now thinks that if he can't escape then he will just have to fight. Qin Nan summons the divine spirit and the demonic ape punches at Qin Nan, but he slashes his sword just at the right time and cuts of the demonic ape's hand. The ape falls down and starts to sob, but Qin Nan mocks him and slashes at the demonic ape again, finally killing him. Qin Nan realizes that the demonic ape was really strong and he was only able to kill it with the help of the divine battle spirit. Qin Nan realizes that he has sustained a severe injury. Qin Nan thinks that if he stumbles upon another demonic beast as strong as the demonic ape in his current state, he will die for sure. Qin Nan decides to look for herbs that might be able to heal his injury. Qin Nan walks deeper into the forest and he starts to sense a really thick spiritual Kai and realizes that there must be something up ahead. Kin Nan finds a pond emanating a strong Kai and he wonders and thinks that this is more than enough for a full recovery. Kin Nan suddenly hears some voices and he gets scared. While standing near the pond, Kin Nan hears some voices and he sees Kin Yu and his younger brother Kin Zio walking towards the pond. The brothers came looking for the pond and Kin Yu says that he discovered its whereabouts from an ancient map, and Kin Zio says that this pond will improve their cultivations. They suddenly notice Kin Nan already standing near the pond and they are shocked and scream at him. Kin Yu starts to mock Kin Nan and awakens his second layer body tempering realm, and Kin Zio awakens the first layer body tempering realm, both of them emanating blue energy all around them. Kin Nan sees the brothers and realizes that they too are advancing their skill. He mocks the brothers and they get angry at him, and Kin Yu summons a magical bow and aims at Kin Nan while Kin Zio encourages his big brother to attack the piece of trash. Kin Zio says that he wants to take on Kin Nan by himself. Kin Nan hears him and starts to mock him, and he reminds him how he beat him up before. Kin Zio awakens his sword and mocks Kin Nan. Kin Zio charges at Kin Nan with his sword and uses Autumn Water Sword technique while Kin Yu mocks Kin Nan. Kin Nan says that it is an insignificant skill and he easily blocks the attack and the technique with just his fist. Kin Nan punches with all his force and his punch goes through Kin Zio's chest. Kin Yu screams at Kin Nan for killing his brother and he aims the magical bow at Kin Nan and shoots the arrow at him, but Kin Nan easily blocks it with his saber. Kin Yu is shocked and scared and Kin Nan mocks him and asks if this is all he has got. Kin Yu starts to sweat after hearing Kin Nan say that this is only half his strength. Kin Nan's eyes glow with determination and he says now today he will show what a true martial spirit looks like, and he summons the Divine Spirit. Kin Nan summons the Divine Spirit ready to attack Kin Yu. Kin Yu is shocked to see that Kin Nan actually possesses a 7th grade Huang ranked martial spirit. Kin Nan mocks Kin Yu while Kin Yu is getting afraid that now seeing this power he is going to end up like Kin Zio. Kin Yu gets scared and starts to run away, and he decides to tell his father about this. Kin Nan sees that Kin Yu is running away and he suddenly comes in front of him and punches him hard on his stomach. Kin Yu goes flying back and slams on a tree with so much force that the tree breaks in half. Kin Yu is bruised and he manages to stand back up, but Kin Nan comes near him and mocks him. Kin Yu says that it would be wasteful to kill off a genius like Kin Nan, and as such he is leaving him with his life. Kin Nan says that even after he killed his brother, Kin Yu still doesn't hate him, and Kin Nan asks him if he does not even want to take revenge for his brother. Kin Yu tells Kin Nan that he just defended himself, and he says that he would never come after him and he would never speak of this to anyone. Kin Nan shouts at him and he says how Kin Yu could be so selfish and so heartless to save his own life, that he does not even want to take revenge for his brother and he does not deserve to live in this world. Kin Yu awakens his ability 10,000 Frost Arrows to defend himself and shoots countless magical arrows at Kin Nan. Kin Nan is shocked to see the power and he tries to defend and starts to bleed. Kin Yu cheers and uses the 10,000 Frost Arrow ability again, but this time Kin Nan is ready and he awakens the Divine Spirit, and with a huge slash of his saber he manages to destroy and block Kin Yu's ability. Kin Yu is defeated and in shocks and on his knees. Kin Nan comes near him while Kin Yu begs for his life, but Kin Nan ignores him and with a swift slash, he kills Kin Yu and he walks away ready to test out the effect of the pond he found earlier. Kin Nan sits in the middle of the pond and starts to concentrate to level up his skills. Meanwhile, Zhu and her bodyguards enter the forest. Zhu grows impatient, wondering why they have not yet arrived. She interrogates her guards aggressively, questioning whether they were certain they were on the right path, and if they had properly consulted the map. She warns them that if they have led her astray, she will not forgive them. The guards explain that the map was accurate except for the cave they recently passed, but there is a possibility of the map being incorrect. Zhu, infuriated, demands to know how her map could be wrong. She instructs them to continue searching, warning that if they fail to find it, she will personally punish them. They split up to search for the lake. One of the guards, while walking, comments on Zhu's bossy nature and expresses doubt about finding the Yuan Kai Lake due to the vastness of Longhu Mountain. At the same time, Nan walks along the same trail as the guard, reflecting on his disbelief at having discovered the Yuan Kai Lake and having tested his skills against Kin Yu's brothers. He has already made a breakthrough to the 4th layer of body tempering. Nan senses someone nearby and quickly conceals himself in a tree. The guard passes by, stating that they have searched the entire mountain but failed to find the lake, and expressing uncertainty about trusting Zhu's information. Nan wonders why the Zhu family is at the mountain. The guard senses Nan's presence and shouts at him to reveal himself. Nan is surprised, realizing that despite hiding his presence, the guard was able to detect him, suggesting the guard is an expert. Nan jumps down the tree and asks the guard how did he find Nan. The man reveals that he possessed the Mistgrass martial spirit, although the rank of his spirit was not very high, but he can detect everything within his 10-meter perimeter. Nan gets surprised to hear that the man had a martial spirit that was specialized in detection. There were all sorts of martial spirits and all were unique in their own way. Even though the strength of a martial spirit was determined by its rank, but each spirit has its own unique skill. Nan says that he need to be more careful next time and he shouldn't be too ignorant that the cultivation level is everything. Zhu arrives with her other guards asking if they found the Yuan Kai Lake. She notices Nan and says arrogantly that what was this piece of trash doing there. She says that trash like Nan should be cultivating at home and asks what he was doing there at the mountain. Nan says that it was none of Zhu's business whether Nan cultivates at home or somewhere else since Nan was just passing by. Zhu stops Nan and orders him to kneel down and apologize to her, otherwise she won't allow him to leave. Nan turns around angrily and laughs, saying that why should he apologize, and it seemed to him that Zhu was the one who likes to apologize, so why don't she kneel and apologize to Nan instead. Zhu gets angry and shouts that how dare Nan insult her like that, even though he was the young master of the Qin clan. Trash like him was not even worthy of apologizing to her. Zhu orders her 3 guards to ampute all of Nan's limbs and destroy his danchan immediately. A guard attacks Nan but he dodges, but he hits Nan another strike on his stomach. Nan, while bleeding from his mouth, thinks that Zhu was too arrogant because of the Fan family. Zhu thinks that Nan only had first-grade spirit and how dare he insult her. Nan faces the 3 guards of Fang Zhu. Nan claims he never harmed Fang, but she still planned to destroy his danchan. Nan challenges Fang and expresses curiosity to witness her attempt. Nan unleashes his 4th layer of body tempering technique. Fang is taken aback by this powerful technique and immediately orders her guards to kill him. The guards express concern, recognizing that their first-grade martial spirits cannot compete with Nan's 4th-grade spirit. One guard suggests combining their powers to attack Nan together, potentially giving them a chance to defeat him. They channel their power and create 3 swords charged by their martial spirits. The combined swords are aimed at Nan. Nan ponders the potential power of combined martial spirits but finds them too weak for his abilities. He effortlessly deflects the swords. The guards are shocked by this display. Nan swiftly employs his lightning broadsword technique, slashing all 3 guards simultaneously and positioning himself behind them. With a maniacal smile, he questions Fang's silence. Fang wonders how her guards could be defeated so easily. Nan remarks that Fang intended to paralyze him and destroy his danchan, but her guards proved incapable. Nan asks if Fang planned to paralyze him personally. Fang realizes she cannot fight Nan since her martial spirit is not suited for combat. She warns Nan that if he tries to kill her, her father, a member of the Fang family, will seek revenge. She also mentions her brother, who possesses a 6th-grade martial spirit, and would avenge her death. Nan finds Fang incredibly interesting, noting that she attempted to threaten him even though she was near death. He informs her that they are currently on Mount Longhu, and if he kills her there, nobody will know. Fang cautions Nan against arrogance as she releases her martial spirit. Nan attacks Fang with his sword. In an instant, Nan swiftly approaches Fang and fatally slashes her with his broadsword. Nan reveals that he forgot to mention that he is not afraid of her father because his own father is the patriarch of the Qin family. Furthermore, he is not afraid of her brother because Nan is confident in his ability to defeat him. In the conference hall of the Qin family, Qin Tian, the patriarch, announces that the family holds a monthly meeting and, for the first time, nobody has reported anything. He states that if there are no reports, he will end the meeting. Kaibia accuses Tian of abusing his authority by giving his son 500 body tempering pills. The elders present agree that this action was inappropriate. Qin Changkong also wants to speak and Tian allows him to do so. Changkong, as the #1 genius of the Qin family, reveals that he only receives 10 body tempering pills each month, and even with additional pills, it does not exceed 20. He questions how Tian could give 500 pills to someone like Qin Nan. Tian explains that those pills were given to Nan for his well-being and that he will not receive any cultivation materials from the family, so the Qin family did not lose anything. Changkong arrogantly argues that the family is indeed at a loss. He points out that the family only receives a certain number of pills each year, and if Tian gave his son so many pills, there would not be enough left for other members. Changkong states that as a patriarch, Tian is prioritizing a trash over a genius, and he no longer believes Tian is fit for the role. Tian laughs mockingly, questioning Changkong's ability to overthrow him. He demonstrates his superior martial spirit, emphasizing that he is the only one in the Xianqian realm. Tian further challenges Changkong, questioning their attempt to confront the Fang family without his involvement. Realizing the vast difference between body tempering and the Xianqian realm, Chang Kong kneels before Tian. Qin Taiba intervenes, confronting Tian about his belief that he is unbeatable. Taiba accuses Tian of attempting to become a dictator within the Qin family through his cultivation. He announces that his son, Qin Changkong, was recently chosen as a disciple by the prestigious Xuanling sect. The sect will celebrate the student selections in Linshui City in 5 days. An elder expresses doubt, as the Xuanling sect typically conducts selections every 3 years, not 2. Tian contemplates the Xuanling sect, known as the Holy Earth and one of the 4 superior sects from the Luo Kingdom. He realizes that if someone is chosen by them, their status would instantly skyrocket. Tian seeks confirmation, and Chang Kong affirms the truth of the matter. Onlookers comment that if Chang Kong becomes a disciple of the Xuanling sect, not only would the Qin family become one of the 2 prominent families, but they would also surpass the Fang family and dominate Linshui City. Chang Kong accuses Tian of abusing his authority by giving his son 500 body tempering pills, asserting that Tian is unworthy of being the patriarch of the Qin family. The elders side with Chang Kong, declaring that Tian can no longer hold the position of patriarch. Tian reflects on his years of dedication to the family's well-being and feels betrayed by their sudden rejection. The crowd voices their support for Tian's removal from the patriarch position. Tian responds with laughter, accepting the outcome. Suddenly, Nan appears from a smokescreen, apologizing for her tardiness. Chang Kong unleashes his formidable white bush spirit to attack Nan. This spirit is said to be an advanced one, notorious for its difficulty in taming and mastering. According to the elders, Chang Kong's possession of this spirit signifies bad luck for Qin Nan. Tian, aware of the strength of Chang Kong's spirit, warns Nan to be cautious. However, Taiba dismisses Tian's concern, suggesting that the children should handle their own affairs without interference. Amidst mockery from the onlookers, the white tiger charges towards Nan, who stands with closed eyes. Just as the tiger is about to strike, Nan opens his eyes and skillfully employs his flame blade technique, slashing both the tiger and Chang Kong. Chang Kong falls to the ground, leaving the elders astonished by Nan's technique and combined strength. Tian laughs, acknowledging that Nan deserves to be his son. Despite not fully mastering the flame knife skill, Nan has already begun to demonstrate proficiency. In his wounded state, Chang Kong exclaims how someone like Nan, whom he considers trash, could strike a genius like himself. Nan retorts, reminding Chang Kong that there are always individuals stronger than him, reducing him to nothing more than an insignificant nuisance in Nan's eyes. Chang Kong vows to never forget this day, and declares his intention to become the disciple of Ling Zhong. While belittling Nan as trash, Taiba accompanies Chang Kong as they depart. Nan questions whether they still intend to isolate his father, asking if his father was wrong for providing him with 500 pills. In a concealed chamber within the Fang clan's residence, Fang Lai inquires of his son, Fang Rulong, about the estimated time of arrival for Elder Bai Heng. Rulong informs him that Bai Heng is expected to arrive in 3 days. He explains that Bai Heng had informed the Qin clan that he would arrive in 5 days, allowing for a 2-day window to make necessary preparations. Lai expresses his curiosity in seeing how the Qin clan will save themselves this time. Rulong questions why they are so concerned about the Qin clan, especially since their so-called genius, Qin Chang Kong, was insignificant compared to Rulong. Lai reveals that some disciples of the Qin clan possess 4th and 5th grade Huang martial spirits, and the Fang clan's objective is to eliminate the Qin clan to eradicate any potential threats. Lai mentions hearing about Qin Nan defeating Qin Chang Kong. Rulong dismisses the notion, stating that a mere insect with a 1st grade martial spirit could not defeat Qin Chang Kong, and Qin Nan is not even worthy of being considered a formidable opponent. Lai admits that Nan does indeed have only a 1st grade martial spirit and acknowledges that he may be overthinking things. Lai then inquires if Rulong has received any news regarding his sister, to which Rulong denies. Lai dismisses Rulong, instructing him to gather all of the Qin clan's disciples in front of the Mystic Spirit sect after 5 days. Meanwhile, at Qin Tian's residence, Tai apologizes to Nan for his previous harshness. Nan reassures Tai that it was alright and understands Tai's concern for his father. Tian acknowledges that even though Taiba did not achieve his desired outcome this time, the situation is still unfavorable for them. He reveals that in 5 days, the Mystic Spirit sect will come to recruit Qin Chang Kong, and Tian will no longer be able to maintain his position as patriarch thereafter. He emphasizes that since Nan has offended Taiba and others, they will not easily give up and will seek revenge with the Mystic Spirit sect. Tian suggests that instead of waiting for Taiba and others to retaliate, Nan should return to his room, pack his belongings, and leave the clan as soon as possible. Nan firmly declares that he will not leave the clan and will not allow Changkong to come after him, as he fears neither of them. Nan reveals that he has a plan and assures Tian that those two will not be able to oppress him. In his room, Nan examines the pills given to him, contemplating the potential advancements he could achieve with such a quantity of body-tempering pills. He decides to consume one pill and instantly feels a surge of power coursing through him. Nan consumes a single tempering pill, and his divine battle spirit emits its customary aura to fully absorb the pill's energy. Nan believes that even 10 pills are insufficient to elevate his divine battle spirit's rank. He speculates that as the battle spirit ascends to higher ranks, it requires more body-tempering pills for further advancement. Determined to witness the divine battle spirit's rank increase, Nan continues taking the pills. He consumes a total of 490 pills, yet his battle spirit remains unchanged. Surprised to find only 10 pills remaining, Nan decides to ingest them all at once, hoping for a breakthrough. Suddenly, 8 golden rays emanate from Nan's battle spirit, indicating a successful rank up. Nan is astonished by the transformation of his battle spirit. When he focuses on a tree outside, he is amazed to discover that he can see its veins from a distance and even observe the fish and frogs in the nearby pond. Nan concludes that pill-induced rank advancement not only enhances his battle spirit but also strengthens other aspects of himself. He blushes at the thought of reaching greater heights with such a formidable battle spirit. Nan resolves to join the Mystic Spirit sect to gain further knowledge about the world and his newfound powers. He grins as he contemplates Qin Changkong's inability to join the sect, confident that he will demonstrate his true genius in 5 days and prove himself worthy of becoming a disciple of the Mystic Spirit sect. The townspeople of Linshui City discuss the upcoming disciple recruitment by the Mystic Spirit sect, with Qin Changkong already considered a guaranteed selection. However, one person argues that Changkong, who was defeated by Qin Nan, lacks the qualifications to become a disciple. Instead, they believe Fang Rulong from the Fang clan will be chosen by the Spirit sect. Another individual asserts that Qin Nan could not have defeated Qin Changkong, as Nan possesses a first-grade martial spirit compared to Changkong's 4th-grade martial spirit. Refuting this claim, another man reveals that his cousin's second brother-in-law witnessed Nan's victory over Changkong with a single move during their duel outside the Qin family conference hall. Meanwhile, at the Qin family residence, Nan endeavors to break through from the 4th layer of the body realm to the 5th layer. The 4th layer focuses on tempering the inner body organs to enhance flexibility, while the 5th layer strengthens the entire body, rendering it impervious to normal weapons, fire, and water. Nan concentrates his energy on achieving this breakthrough. After 5 hours of effort, he successfully progresses from the 4th layer to the 5th. Tai enters the scene and is astonished by Nan's accomplishment. Nan attributes his breakthrough to encountering a rare herd at Mount Longhu. Tai informs Nan that the disciple selection will take place the following day, and that the patriarch sent him to inquire about Nan's participation. Nan confirms his intention to participate. Tai explains that both the Qin and Fang clans will hold the selection, which consists of 2 rounds. In the first round, 30 disciples from each clan will participate, with only 5 advancing to the second round. The second round involves comparing the ranks of the participants' martial spirits. Nan inquires about the location of the selection, and Tai reveals that it will be held at the Fang clan residence. Nan suspects that the Fang clan plans to harm the Qin clan during the selection, but he is determined to thwart their schemes with his saber. Nan inquires Tai about the technique he used to defeat Changkong, specifically the Thunder Crash Saber art. Tai confirms that it was indeed the Thunder Crash Saber art. Tai reveals that he had been practicing the same art and offers Nan the book where he documented all his findings on the skill. Nan recognizes Tai's expertise, having practiced the skill for over 10 years and achieving the one with the saber stage. Nan expresses gratitude towards Tai, acknowledging his exceptional martial skill talent, and deeming him the most suitable recipient of the book. Tai mentions that there is only 1 day left until the Mystic Sect arrives for the disciple selection, and he offers to stay with Nan to address any questions regarding the notes. Nan sits down to read and learn from the book, undeterred by the heavy rain. The girl suggests calling Nan due to the troublesome rain, but Tai advises against disturbing him, as he is in the middle of comprehension. Nan remains focused on the book, with a barrier forming around him deflecting the raindrops. Tai is shocked to witness Nan acquiring the saber intent, a feat reserved for those who have reached the greater success stage of the saber. Tai comments on the unfortunate limitation of Nan's first-grade martial spirit, stating that with a higher-ranked spirit, Nan could have become the strongest of all. The rain eventually stops, and Nan is astonished by the amount of time he spent comprehending the book, realizing the undeniable benefits he gained from it. Tai congratulates Nan on mastering the saber intent and achieving the greater success stage of the saber. Nan expresses gratitude towards Tai for providing the notes that facilitated his progress. Tai attributes the usefulness of his notes to Nan's exceptional ability to comprehend the one with the saber realm quickly. Nan inquires about the concept of the one with the saber, prompting Tai to explain that martial skills are categorized based on their rank, ranging from low class to ultimate class. However, the power of a skill is not solely determined by its rank. Tai elaborates on the one with the saber, where the rank of the skill ceases to dictate its power, and instead, mastery of the art becomes crucial. Nan seeks clarification on mastery, leading Tai to explain that the greater one's mastery, the more energy they can infuse into their art. Tai mentions that there are different levels within the one with the saber, including the foundation stage, minor success stage, greater success stage, and perfection stage. Tai also mentions the existence of the arcane realm and acknowledges his limited understanding beyond that point. Nan grasps the concept, and Tai suggests joining the people of the Qin clan before departing for the Fang clan to participate in the selection. Upon reaching the gathering place of the Qin clan, Tian addresses everyone, emphasizing the importance of the Mystic Sect's disciple selection, stating if anyone from the Qin clan gets selected, then they would become the #1 clan in the city. He hopes that all clan members choose to participate and give their utmost effort. Tian proceeds to announce the names of those participating in the selection, including Qin Changkong, Hai, Xubao, Xianjian, and finally Qin Nan. The crowd mocks Nan's qualification, as he only possesses a first-grade martial skill. However, another individual suggests that Nan's victory over Changkong with a single move might make him eligible for the disciple selection. Changkong confronts Tian, questioning how Nan, with only a first-grade martial spirit, can qualify for the Mystic Sect's disciple selection. The elders support Changkong's opinion that Qin Nan is not worthy of participating in the Mystic Spirit Sect selection. Another elder suggests giving Nan's spot to someone else since the Qin clan only has 10 slots. Tian defends Nan, stating that despite his first-grade martial spirit, he has reached the 4th layer of body tempering and has shown potential in the one with the saber realm. Taiba argues that those with first-grade martial spirits have limited futures and Nan only achieved his current level through luck. Taiba accuses Tian of being muddled in his thinking due to old age. The majority agree with Taiba and believe Nan should not be allowed to participate. The girl with Taiba becomes angry, arguing that Nan is a genius and deserves respect, not criticism. Taiba counters by saying that the world only respects the strong, and Nan's unlucky martial spirit explains the harsh treatment he receives. Worriedly, she asks if Nan's qualifications will be revoked. Taiba reassures her that Nan's qualifications cannot be taken away since he has already reached the greater success stage of the one with the saber. Taiba asks Tian what his plan is, considering everyone else's desire to revoke Nan's qualifications. Tian believes that as Nan's father, he wanted to give him the opportunity, but with the current situation, he feels powerless. Before Tian can make a decision about revoking Nan's qualifications, Nan interrupts and claims he has something to say. Tian asks Nan to speak. Nan boldly declares that the people who call him trash are not even worthy of being compared to trash in his eyes. He specifically points out Changkong, stating that Changkong arrogantly boasts about his 5th grade spirit without considering others. Nan believes Changkong is someone who can't even withstand a single blow from him and is lower than a dog. Changkong becomes enraged by Nan's words and threatens him. Taiba charges at Nan, intending to teach him a lesson for insulting a Qin clan genius. According to the rules, Nan should be banished from the clan. Tian becomes angry and releases his spirit, warning Taiba not to harm Nan. Taiba accuses Tian of prioritizing Nan over his position as patriarch. Tian, with an angry expression, states that if Taiba makes a move towards Nan, he won't care about his position and will directly eliminate Taiba. Taiba relents, agreeing not to cripple Nan, but insists that Nan no longer values the clan and should be banished. The others join in, shouting to banish Nan. Nan laughs and challenges them to try and drive him out of the clan. Nan exhibits astonishing progress. Nan astounds everyone as he unleashes his powers, revealing that he has reached the 5th layer of body tempering and attained greater success in wielding the saber. The speed at which he achieved this advancement in just 5 days leaves everyone astonished. Changkong clenches his teeth in disbelief, questioning how Nan, with a mere 1st-grade martial spirit, could make such immense progress. Nan confidently asserts that nothing is impossible and likens them all to frogs at the bottom of a well. He challenges Chang Kong to understand why he previously claimed that Nan cannot be compared to a dog in his eyes. Frustrated, Chang Kong refuses to accept this and vows to show Nan what true genius looks like in the future. Nan calmly states that he eagerly awaits that day. Nan then turns to Taiba and asks if he still insists on driving him out of the clan, and questions the others if they still oppose him. Filled with fear, they retract their previous harsh remarks, claiming they were only joking. Tian smiles and declares that since no one opposes, they will proceed with the selection process. Meanwhile, at the Fang clan residence, the Qin clan arrives and is welcomed by one of the Fang clan elders. Fang Lai extends his greetings to the guests from the Qin clan and apologizes in advance if their accommodations are not up to their standards due to limited space. Tian assures Fang Lai that the Fang clan's hospitality is more than sufficient, and they should not waste any more time as two elders from the Mystic Spirit sect are waiting for them. As they enter, Taiba contemplates how Tian, despite being the patriarch, truly holds the power within the Qin clan. He believes that once his son becomes a disciple of the Spirit sect, Fang Lai's influence will diminish. At the Fang clan's training ground, Rulong and the others stand ready. Nan observes Rulong and suspects that someone with a 6th grade martial spirit cannot possibly have only reached the 3rd layer of body tempering. He senses that Rulong is concealing his true strength. Looking up, Nan identifies the person sitting there as Elder Bai Heng. Nan realizes the seriousness of the Mystic Spirit sect, as even their elders possess a formidable aura, surpassing that of his own father. Another woman, Xiao Qingsu, appears even more intimidating, with a cultivation depth that Nan cannot fathom. When Xiao gazes at Nan, he feels an intense pressure bearing down on him. Nan experiences intense pressure from Xiao's intense glare. His fighting spirit shields him with a protective barrier against Xiao's powers. Nan successfully defends himself and acknowledges Xiao's frightening presence. Even a single glance from her feels like sharp swords piercing his flesh, almost causing his mind to collapse. Xiao recognizes Nan's ability to withstand her spiritual pressure and finds him interesting. Nan considers the two elders from the Spirit sect to be incredibly powerful, potentially at the peak of the Xiantian realm. Xiao, in particular, may have cultivation beyond the Xiantian realm. He admires the Spirit sect for being one of the 4 great sects of the Luo kingdom. The people from the Fang clan comment on the elders' power and remark on Xiao's youth and beauty. Rulong mocks Chang Kong for wanting to pursue a relationship with an elder from the Mystic sect, deeming it a foolish desire. This angers Chang Kong, who taunts Rulong for being defeated by a 1st-grade martial spirit user with a single hit. Chang Kong believes Rulong is not a genius and should not have such aspirations towards an elder from the Mystic Spirit sect. Rulong lustfully expresses his desire to have fun with her every night once he enters the Spirit sect. Chang Kong becomes furious and threatens to kill Rulong. Rulong, unafraid, releases his spirit and claims he can defeat Chang Kong and the entire Qin clan with a single move. Chang Kong asserts his intention to kill Rulong. Fang Lai interrupts and warns that anyone causing trouble will be disqualified from the selection process. Chang Kong warns Rulong to pray they don't end up facing each other on the stage, as he would kill him. Fang Lai introduces the two elders from the Mystic Spirit sect, Elder Xiao Qingsu and Elder Bai Heng. Bai expresses gratitude for the opportunity to participate and instructs Fang Lai to begin the disciple selection for the Mystic Spirit sect. Fang Lai explains the rules of the first round. Each participant will draw a number, and the fighters will be paired up accordingly. For instance, the person who draws number 1 will fight against the person who draws number 20, and so on. Nan draws number 1 and reveals it to Tian. Tian acknowledges that Nan will be the first to fight